S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now this one complete on the slant route. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They don't want to waste his outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Cook has it, left side.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, Ryan, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready,
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Still going, and Freeman lost the football. Shrugs off another. Does the big boy have the juice? Past the 20, 10, 5.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. This is Quadri Allison, the rookie from Pitt. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Quadri Allison with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Vikings now heading onto the field.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
65. Mike, check, 59.
Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Cousins to throw it. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, it's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, pick your game up.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
Now Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
So out come the Falcons now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The tackle made.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Play fake. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third and long for Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw again. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Ryan now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. They're running it.
Here's Ryan. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
At the 21-yard line.
It's a part now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins. And a little floater there is incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Cousins now. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
That's how we do it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction. Yeah,
a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Shift.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On second down and 4, Cousins. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's complete. Abdullah. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 50. Check 50.
First down. Here's the run with Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Connects with Sanu right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Check 45 to Mike. You got nothing left. You got nothing. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. It's a party now.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Bailey's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
That's it, baby.
So we are at halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now it's Ryan. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Everson Griffin able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready, blue 80, like 25. Rip right.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 31, check 30. Leave it, bring up 48.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. 39 yards there. A big one. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check 4. 39. Get out. Wait.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you.
Now Cousins. Smith catches left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I'm coming. I'm coming.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
On first down, Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run again on first down. Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Cousins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. On 2nd and 12, Ryan. Stocker's got it. Complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Hey, no, easy.
Cousins to throw it. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Again, it's Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Check 45 to Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, here's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Ryan escapes the sack. After him, and they get there for the sack. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 1st down, Cook. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a give to Madison running right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now here we go.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up, and to great success.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Go. Go.
They'll try to run with Madison. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Let's go, baby.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Come on, baby. Let's
The
go.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They go with Abdullah again. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 1st down, Abdullah. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd down and 12. The left side caught by Diggs. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike 25. Mike 54. Check. Begin. Check. Out loud. Hot. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Run.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. It's got Hooper on the short connection. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Vikings, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.